Should be live.
Hello.
Should be live. Are we live?
We are live.
We are live. We're live. Hi, guys. And you can see my screen. Perfect. I did a lot of adjusting, so I didn't know if this was going to work. Hi, I'm Kelby. And with me is Anthony. We're both from Searchlight Simulations. Obviously, you guys already know that. You already know what we're here to do. Let's get into it.
Wait, what are we doing?
I don't know. I'm being complimented on my facial hair.
I don't think people would compliment my facial hair.
What about your afro? How's that coming along?
If I pick it out, it looks really good right now. It's kind of meh, because I woke up from a nap.
Nap. Is Mike still giving you crap about it, or is he kind of...
No, he hasn't been giving me crap about it. He wanted to. He just wanted to see me try it, and he's like, I'm satisfied where it is.
Perfect.
Here at Searchlight Simulations, we like to emphasize our diverse cast of employees.
Absolutely.
So yes, welcome everybody. Holy crap, quite a few viewers here tonight.
Many.
We are up to
27. Yep. Oh, wow. 11 frames.
That's weird. You should not be getting that for frames. Are you running in windowed or borderless, or are you running in full screen?
Full screen, borderless.
Oh, try running in full screen, not borderless windowed.
Hey guys.
That will give you a boost.
Full screen, borderless? What'd you say?
Or just full screen, not borderless, because borderless chops some frames off.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to change some stuff here.
Yes.
All right. Sorry, guys.
My volume should be better.
Yes. We're gonna go with...
We are live, yes.
Yes, we are live. Display capture.
So,
that exists.
We are live with Bear hosting, myself.
What's up, guys?
And the community may know this guy as Boosted Fridge. His name's Colin, and he is the dedicated, well, as much as he can be, the dedicated Searchlight Simulations scenario creator. He's very good at what he does.
Oh, now I'm blushing. How's it going, guys?
It's going.
All right, we're gonna have to...
Yeah, you have to go to the main menu to change that setting and restart the game.
All right, full screen.
Don't
Windowed?
restart it. Oh, no, not windowed. You already are full screen.
Yeah,
I thought you were at borderless.
I am borderless.
No. Said everything you're seeing tonight is still in not quite develop or release yet, so we might tweak some things before it goes out.
Definitely gonna tweak some things.
Your settings are fine there.
All right, well, 11 frames per second. Then I guess we're gonna look at a slideshow. I've been trying. I updated my drivers. I did a whole bunch of stuff to make sure that we were ready to go. But this scenario is the new untested waters.
Yep, and again, we can adjust it accordingly. I didn't want to put any ugly DTG locomotives in it, so it's all Searchlight stuff.
So with this locomotive being as advanced as it is, and it's mainly down to the scripting and the game being single-threaded, the FPS is not going to be some 60 frames per second amazing performance. It's going to be a little chuggy. It's about similar to what the SD40-2s are, but that's the best we can do, really.
Yep.
Yeah, and it really comes down to how many locomotives are in the active tile at one time. So, as you'll see on the scenario here, I like to have lots of action going on lower density routes or with lower populated, AI traffic and all that. Your performance will be better. This one's, I threw a lot at this one.
If you run the FEF3, you should be okay. I mean, granted, there's a difference in between running the FEF3 and then running this, because you're going to have a lot more diesel engines in the scene than you would, say, the 844. It's just going to be the 844, not 300 FEF3s, or, you know, that's
Yep.
over dramatized. But
Oh,
Oh,
you're starting me way down here. Okay, now I know where I'm at. It's like, all right, let's get this locomotive set up, guys. Please read the manual when this gets released. Please read the manual. This is as realistic as it can get in setting up a locomotive. There's a few steps. Just from start here, operate with headlights. Headlights obviously to full. Everything else is set up here, but we're gonna go down. We changed the cameras around, so now I gotta find everything. Gen field switch up. Power limit, you want that disabled if you want the full horsepower provided by the FDL. I'm not gonna turn gauge lights on because it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Isolation switch to run, and there's your number lights on the front, number board lights.
now,
And
on the mountain sub and lagoon sub, I believe the radio channel is 91.
I do believe you're right. I done screwed up. I'm so used to hitting channel.
There you go. And then tone up would be star 7-1 pound? Or sorry, yeah, whatever you do for that.
Was this added?
Yes,
Here.
this is after the accident. Kevin felt it would be appropriate to add that in there.
And who added this one?
I believe Kevin added that as well.
I like that one. These BCRF stickers, if I can get back to that camera. Are everywhere. Literally everywhere. Here's another thing to show you guys.
Oh, you forgot to open the back door.
Oh,
Otherwise the sounds
well.
won't work, right?
Oh, should I go back in?
No, you can just open the back door from where you are right now.
Oh, no. Too late.
Or
These hit boxes. There we go. There we are. All right. The start station. It does work, but because the engine's running, I'm not going to do anything with it. But you prime to the left, start to the right. You have to prime for at least 1 second, right?
Yep.
Right. Okay. All right.
So, due to request, I added the camera view that is both in a position that you can view the control panel on the back and see out the back window, because the seats are very high and
Yes.
we aren't going to be animating those, because they're already animated in a different way that you will see soon.
Yep. I'm kind of excited to show these off. Colin, how many loads do I have?
You got 112 loads, so as per the 2003 sort of operating plan for those trains.
Okay, so 112, that puts me about 6,500 feet. 6,600.
I think it's just right around 6. I think it is, because I think their sightings were all 6,500 at that time.
Okay, 6,000. So operator functions. Distance counter. We're going to reset the counter. I'm gonna throw in 6,100 just for good measure.
Yeah, that's about the same length as the grain trains at 112 as well.
Alright. That's 2x1, it's looking like.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they were running one on the rear at this point, and later on they shifted to one mid train.
Okay. Throttle's swiping already.
Yeah. I don't know why you're getting brake exhausting still. Stop.
I've been having that issue. Did stream just pause out or?
Nope, it's still working.
Okay. I heard it paused on my.
That is so weird that it's still exhausting.
It's the issue I've been having.
And it's only you, because everybody else says it goes away.
Alright, what's my. Alright. I've not been down this sub a lot, so I'm still learning. I'm not qualified
okay.
yet.
The AI times might be a little off because the extended startup, but hopefully you get a red signal hung in your face at KC.
Hopefully I do.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Let's give her some juice then. Is it, Anthony, is it 0.01 mph that the secret that I have yet to show starts happening?
No, it should start moving right when you... The secret you're talking about, it should be showing right now just a little bit.
Okay, should I show it or should we wait for a little bumpier ride?
Oh, no, it's fine. I can see it activating a little subtly right now.
Put my cursor up so you guys can see that. Yes, we have simulated air ride seats. It's still exhausting.
I don't know. Try going outside. Plus people want to hear that anyways. Yeah, just stay outside. Eventually the amount of sounds will overpower them.
Okay, well, how are my levels? Can you guys hear me on stream just fine?
I can hear you just fine. The game's a little quiet.
Okay.
This is the CW. CWMs have a completely different cab.
It's basically a GVO cab thrown onto the old AC4400 frame.
I'd stick outside for a little bit till the...
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to do something really quick. Because it is insanely loud on my end.
Oh, that made it really quiet in the stream.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, it did, that's right. Okay, that does affect it.
You'll just have to trust like you're talking inside or outside the locomotive and just shout over it.
Yeah.
If I start doing that, guys, I'm sorry. Alright. Get back to it.
Train load, or do you not mess with that? What do you mean by that? So like setting the car's load or empty property in the game? Oh, that's not loads. That's your counter. You will have to set that in manually. So in each scenario, the train link will be displayed on the F1 briefing. You'll have your general information, loads and its tonnage. Oh, you must have to start here.
I'm gonna start shouting.
The idea behind the CP livery. Gosh, I don't know, honestly. We were going to start with CSX. And I believe they had changed some licensing thing, and it kind of put them off. And then we had started just working on the model and decided to do CP.
And it all
And then
worked
we
out in
ran
the
it.
end.
It all worked out in the end.
We were able, well, or is it still pending the licensing?
No, we've got the okay. I'm just waiting for the agreement right now.
Okay.
So it's okay. We're good. Now, mind you, the FPS hit you're seeing, it doesn't reflect what you'll have in the game personally. He's not running a capture card or a separate computer for streaming, so
Nope.
it does impact the resources quite a bit.
Yep. Yeah, right now I'm sitting at 10-11 FPS, so you guys will be seeing, as long as your rig is like mine, you will be seeing better frames.
Oh, alerter.
Oh,
Hopefully you got it.
Good save.
I think I caught it.
If you hit backspace, you can disable the alerter.
Alright, it's done. Since we're streaming, I don't want to have a suppression happen.
Oh, Jesus, Kevin's still awake. Hello, Kevin.
I know, right? Even after I told him to go to bed.
This compressor hasn't gone off yet. 970 should do fine. I have a 1070, and that's
Yeah.
not that much of a performance boost.
And I got a 1060. So,
A lot of it is dependent on your processor. So your
Yep.
Intel processors will perform better because of their higher single core performance than
Yep.
like versus an AMD.
yep, and what I have is an AMD 1500X 3 gig or Comes stock at 3.5. I have it overclocked to almost 4.1. So, I mean, you can still get really good frames with, what is it? This one's a 4-core. Or is it an 8-core? No, it's a 4-core.
Oh, you didn't hear what I said about train length. All of your train soup, the info, will be available in the F1 briefing. So you hit F1 and it'll tell you your train length, your loads, empties, and tonnage. So then you manually enter the train length into the distance counter.
Oh my
It
god,
will
my
come with
frames.
scenarios. Yeah, it's all on CMP. Oh, it's because you got the other train in the tile there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a couple right now. So once they hit portals and clear out, it gets significantly better. For what it's worth, also, like I've tested this on some other routes that aren't as dense with the scenery. Like CMP, like Jonathan Lewis put the trees and all that stuff in pretty thick. So on a lot of other routes, you get significantly higher. You know, yes, this one will be a challenge, but you know, again, it's the locals designed around folks with fairly performance-oriented computers.
Yep.
You're all, and like you said, you're also using all AC44s on the trains present. So.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't see them right now because there's a lot of them right now.
Is my volume better now?
Kevin, go to sleep.
He's excited.
It's 3 a.m. You're gonna be tired tomorrow, man.
It didn't get finalized. After I got a hold of the JR model, I decided to hold off on it. I mean, I still have it here, and I can make it work, but they didn't realistically run in the same timeline.
Sounds good, Kevin.
Yes. Actually, once Kelby stops here, yeah, we might have to stop here because there's traffic. Yeah.
I still got exhaust sounds even being outside all that time.
That's so frustrating. So yeah, as Colin said, you'll see the full range of cars that are included, including these new, well, old but new Tioli coal gondolas. There's also new skins for containers. And then there are a number of cylindrical hoppers.
Colin, about how long is this scenario last?
It's got to be between about 44 and 50 minutes, depending how aggressive you are on the throttle.
Okay. Alright, we might have time for a second one then.
You'd be doing some free roam. This is the only one I got released, or
Well, I got-
sort of beta ready. Yeah.
I got another one that came from the Steam Workshop that has DTG in it, but the train that you run has been completely revamped with all Searchlight Simulations equipment. So,
Perfect.
but I didn't get around to redoing the prompts so they're correct to the train that you're running. But
Meh.
eh. You guys aren't here to read and look at prompts, so.
There goes an empty 300. So somebody mentioned earlier, where is it? Big Bucks. I believe he is a CP guy as well. The 369, is it like a detour or something?
369s are usually loads from the Dakotas. I know that there's other 369s, but we have a lot of 369s that come out of like Tenney, Elba Lake, not Fairmont, Hoffman every once in a while. Most of theirs goes east though. Russell.
Sorry, Kelby. I think you're gonna have that red signal hung in your face here pretty quickly.
That's all right.
Stretch it in with a minimum.
Yep. That's what my plan was. Oh boy, the $1 million question right there. Yep, there it is.
Can you stop in time?
Should be able to.
Yeah, you're on an ascending grade slightly, so it should be able to.
And coal cars have really good brakes. I don't understand what sound it is that's exhausting. It sounds like it's the brake pipe. How much for the locomotive when done? I believe our planned sale price is $24.99.
How good is my computer?
Yeah, only 25 bucks. I mean, if you guys are saying... Oh, Kevin says no. Okay. Prices to be determined?
That's one thing we did not discuss, I guess.
Well, he and I had talked about it before. But he might have changed his mind based on how much work has gone into it, and we're kind of behind schedule.
And even if that signal clears there, Kelby, you're gonna want to stop just for scenario purposes. I've got to set the all this stuff by timing, so it kind of goes off an average.
Okay.
Oh, they come up via Eastport, is what Bucks is saying.
Oh, of course, air activated.
Air activated signal. That brake pipe exhausting is driving me nuts.
You too?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with me. Every update that I've done, it still is there. Let's just go outside.
Dude, compressor. Why is it doing it outside now? Okay, there it stopped.
Yeah, it had to finish its loop or whatever, I guess.
Actually, people were saying only 25, so that just gives us an open door to charge more.
You guys did it to yourselves. Actually, let me do one thing here. Drives me bonkers. Because at Portal, every once in a while you have a train come in that's not properly set up.
There you go. I think you can go now. Why is it playing the sound from out? Okay, good. God. Better frame rates with a 980 Ti. Yeah, you should be fine.
again, what's going on in the background that you're not seeing is a whole bunch of AI trains moving, all powered with, big trains powered by these locos. So once they hit their portals and clear, you'll see the FPS pick up a lot. So if you're just doing like a free roam or something, the FPS are very good for the loco. It's when you start having a bunch of AI constants moving in the background, that's where it really drags the system down.
You said I couldn't go about now, Colin.
Oh, you got your signal. You're good to go. I thought you were going to arrive, after the red had dropped, so you're good to go. I mean, in any of my scenarios, you can just follow the signal indication. And for some of the pre-programmed like stop and go commands, you have to hit a time window, which I set as broad as possible.
Yep. I love the wheel grind on the flanges.
I still have to tweak the sounds for the trucks on the engines too, because they're not playing as well as they should.
Huh.
Don't worry about the bot.
Yeah, the CMP signals don't trigger till the cars cross them. It's the signals, not the logo.
Okay, so I can take that as approach medium or advanced approach, whatever railroad you're working on.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
The dynamic brakes on this are the strongest dynamic brakes in the game so far. They'll put up to, I think, 35 miles an hour. They'll put out up to 100,000 tons of dynamic braking effort. Yes, you should put as many AC44, C39-8s, and FEF3s in the same spot. It'll perform really well.
Yep, and have the fire extinguisher next to your computer at all times.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. Now on the SD40-2s, it's kind of deliberate because the dynamics on EMDs, like those older EMDs, is just, they're complete garbage. But we wanted to emphasize how strong and powerful they are on these. Now say if we do a -9 or ES44 DC, they'll perform way different than what the ACs would be.
Yep. Do your -9s have extended range dynos?
They do.
How does that work? Wouldn't you like completely melt the brushes?
Well, you know how the engine will rev up when you're in dynamic brakes?
Yeah.
They basically crank the blowers to full speed.
Okay.
So the engine will rev up to get the blowers going as fast as possible. No, they did not stay red very long. I was thinking about making them dirtier, but I just figured leave it as is and let the community have some fun with it.
CP followed the same wash protocols as their locomotives for the cars, so yeah, they got pretty heinous.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Well, it's unfortunately a reality of every railroad at this moment.
Yeah. There for a while, the only time the wash racks got fired up in St. Paul was when foreign power was in, so they could charge the the owner's railroad for the wash.
Or when there's oil everywhere, they crap the bed.
Yeah.
No Procore in the Teolis, but there are Sultran ones.
Wonder how this is gonna work. Oh, not bad. Not a bad hit. Actually is doing all right. The headlights were on. Depending on your time of day and how your computer likes to burn, you can turn the flares on and off on the locomotive too. So, like, there's 15 frames a second. There it's 13. So you do take a little hit, just like everything else with our lighting, dynamic lighting. The shadows in the cab work, but it takes a hit. So if your computer can handle it, go for it. Throttle swiping again. Get off these crossovers. I didn't set the counter. Oh well. Any sound packs needed for this, Anthony? Is it just the freight car sounds?
Yeah, you just need the Walter Jachke sounds.
Yep.
Which, excuse me if I totally butchered his last name.
No, you got it.
But otherwise, the AC44 on its own is all inclusive. You will have the cars required for the scenario, just like the NS and the UP SD40-2s.
Am I reading that right? 50 after this?
Yes, sir. It'll take
Okay.
you a long while to get up to it, though.
Oh, you have no idea. I know how to throttle swipe. I'm a professional.
Good man. Good man.
Pull it back to 8 and you sit there and twiddle your thumbs. I've done all I can do.
Yeah, excuse me, do you have FTO enabled?
Do I? Oh, yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had that question asked. It finally stopped.
Yeah, your brake pipe equalized finally.
Jeebus. We must have a really big brake pipe or a really big leak.
Someone left an angle cock open.
Those darn conductors. All right.
What Raptor engineer said is correct. There is a way to get around it. If you have your train stopped, and then you center your reverser and all that stuff, basically setting it the way you got into it, it should work fine. We still don't recommend save and resume just because it's a disaster to try to program against. But if you do have your train stopped, it should, in theory, work. We've had a couple instances of our testers running into it where it actually works. but we're not going to make any promises or guarantees because that's a terrible idea.
I haven't even thought to try that. Nice.
All the scenarios that are going to come with the pack are going to be relatively short in length, like 45 minutes or so. So you shouldn't, theoretically need to do a save and resume, but that's the goal, anyways.
Turn the sand off. Let them enjoy the wheel slip.
Well, while we're at it.
It actually probably won't wheel slip now that you're over here.
Unlike every other locomotive available, both front and rear windows open on both sides. Oh wait, I didn't read this one. Yep. It's true.
And then the front and rear doors open also.
Yep. Okay,
So you can front open door policy yourself in every screenshot if you really wanted to. Other way, come on.
Which way? There we go. Feel that breeze. That fresh mountain air.
And of course, if you go outside, it reflects that they're open. Okay, just close the doors while I'm talking about it then.
Well. Shush.
But yeah, if you open it up on the inside, it's open on the outside, of course.
Without all the flickering.
Or having the decal for the logo just be stationary, and you open the door and it's just floating there. Don't slam that door.
Yes, again, now that we're actually at a good speed, you can definitely see it down here. The air ride seats work.
Yeah, when I first started testing this locomotive, like the head bob, if you will, and the sway in the cab, it's fantastic and definitely the best I've ever experienced. Gives you a real feeling of immersion.
Does the fridge door open?
No.
Ah, bummer.
Toilet doesn't open either.
No, you don't have access to the toilet, so if you have to go to the bathroom, you actually have to get up from your computer. That hot plate actually comes in real handy. A lot of guys, well, not a lot of guys, but like one guy, he'll make fresh coffee. A lot of guys up in Canada make tea, that's why they have to have it. I, on the other hand, take an old can and microwave popcorn and just spoon in some microwave popcorn and make fresh popcorn on the locomotive. I usually do that before a crew change, so it makes the next crew jealous that they don't have any.
Yeah, because that smell of popcorn lingers.
Yes, it does.
Colin, take a look at the aqua posters.
Roger that.
Maybe I should do the robot.
Oh, I'm pro. There is only a couple of years of overlap when you get them on the unit trains, like the unit coals. Oh, look what we got here.
Oh, it looks like a 400.
Yeah, I can't remember if I used the early
200.
Yeah, I think it's a 200 in this case. I think that's actually train 200 for Edmonton.
Yeah, that would be an early 200 right there with the racks. short 200.
Probably would be longer if there was okay. I was thinking it was pulling.
Yeah, we're in 2003. This is pre-Hunter Harrison. Train starts aplenty still in short trains.
Yep.
Or shorter trains.
The nose vent hatches, the sand hatches? No.
Yeah, those are for filling the sand reservoirs.
Yep. Well, we know what Sam is going to think about all night long.
Having a nice, comfortable ride.
Yeah, a nice, comfortable air ride seat.
Oh, no, there's no toilet vent. The toilet vent, God, I can't remember where it goes. It goes outside on the GEs. They pump in HVAC
goes-
and the vent is directly to outside.
When you first walk in, it's down on your left next to your left calf. And the vent that goes outside comes out the top of the toilet and dumps back down into the wall. And that goes outside to an air vent. It does make playing other locomotives difficult. Toilet vent is coming.
No, the early 2000s 200 did have racks. Not anymore, of course.
Yeah, again, this is 2003 setup, so I got the train symbols and the constants based off of actual ones in the scene trackside. So I mean, I went easy on some of the car counts on the non-unit trains, but I'm aiming for realism, so I'll take any feedback you can.
Oh, I completely missed the horsepower boost we were talking about in the beginning. At 25 miles an hour, CP has decided, in order to help save fuel and wear and tear on the locomotive, to drop it down to 4,000 horse. And we've properly simulated that. Going to Donald? Okay.
Yeah, you're good. This switch here was an absolute nightmare for me in programming the scenario. The AI dispatcher kept absolutely forcing you down it. It was a bit of a scare when you hit it at track speed.
And everybody go to the left. Everybody go to the right.
Yeah, why don't you show off the outside there? Have a little hesitance in the middle. That's per prototype.
Nice prompt.
That's the just in case you don't hit it at track speed.
Yeah.
Might be way up there too. You can just truncate it.
No, we're not doing that. Did somebody hear a jet?
Yes.
That was ridiculous.
You must hit 88 miles an hour and 2.1 gigawatts.
I think I might have.
I like how the signal is an approach in advance of you there. Oh, never mind. It dropped to red finally.
That's okay. Those two signals there are not linked properly in the route, and they just give you crap readings all the time. So, good place for a run by.
Yeah.
Men and equipment.
That road traffic is driving hella slow.
It must be Sunday.
They're just gawking at that gorgeous locomotive driving by.
Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Thumper. 5 years. 5 years of research and development.
After 7 years of development, we hope it is worth the wait.
Oh my god. No more.
As fun or more fun than the SD40-2, I'd put it up as fun. There's a lot of fun things we can do with the scripting on this one, like failure of the compressor, the traction motors, the radiator fan could only turn half speed and your engine overheats. That kind of stuff. So, you'd have to be good at scenario scripting to be able to do that.
Alright, back up to the phone.
FPS there.
I'm at 12, 14, 15.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely performing better than 15, it's like, and the loco just seems to be that way. Like, little train that says you're getting 25 or 30, it's fully smooth, you know, as far as panning goes in motion.
The times you really notice that is when, say, like the bell. You turn the bell on and the ding rate doesn't seem quite right. That's usually when it's actually chugging. Will the regular... Oh, you're talking the 645E3 pack? No. The main reason being is because if you want to run stuff with diversity, like with sound, you get to have multiple sounds in one scenario, basically. So we might use the 645E3 sounds at some point on the SSJR 40-2s, just to have a variation. And the air brakes on this back. Nice.
Yes, it is.
Gevo sound pack coming back, and the Dash 9s. there'll be an announcement of that soon. Because I'm really tired about hearing about those things. No, it's not. It's no problem. It's like a weekly thing, though. It's not just. You can't just say. I wouldn't take it as like a personal attack or anything like that. It's. We get a message about it at least once a week.
Yeah, you guys are curious, and it's understandable.
So basically, there won't be future sound packs, especially after working on this and then working with jointed rail. We're kind of past doing sound pack updates for really half-baked locomotives. So we're looking at just doing complete, just our own locomotives and jointed rail locomotives. Challenger has entered the tile.
There's your Soul Trans.
Go outside and take a look at the load. Oh,
Loads west, empties east.
Oh, you need the air-to-air cooler fans?
Too many sounds.
Yeah, so like other JR equipment, yeah, it's all up for grabs basically, based on what they feel like would be good to bring over. And there's a reason why there's a few locomotives that we propose. It's like they don't really want to do it. Same with freight cars, where it's like we don't really want to do it because it's just not something that they think meets their standards. Oh, of course I do.
I do too. My horn with my P90, PM990 would be on it for sure.
Yes. You were talking the black knobs at the like where the radio and stuff is. That's so you can get into the cabinets, and like the wiper motors are back there.
Yep.
So you take those off and get back to the, you can do electrical issues that may develop back there, like the radio or the lights.
Hello.
Yeah. The number board lights, you have to like open up a hatch on at least on the CP variants, and on the BNSF and stuff like that, where they have them up high. It's the same way.
Is yours a hatch inside, or is it the
Outside.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's the
So
same.
you swing open the number board. And
Yep. It's the same for us.
Oh yeah, freight equipment and stuff. That's all in the plans. Like that, I've been slow at it right now because I had to make all this stuff for the CP pack. Like, you'll find that the cylindricals, there's a lot of original skins that I created for that, so it takes some time making it quick. So if you catch my streams of me doing stuff like that, it's kind of fun. Then there'll be more good rolling stock as well. Yes, the Sultran will be included. So they'll each get their own page like we have right now.
Yep.
And you'll get your Tioli pack will come with the CP Tiolis and the Sultran Tiolis, and then you'll get your cylindrical pack, which comes with gosh, I'm surprised we haven't seen one yet. It'll come with the CPWX in the orange and yellow wheat board scheme, which has all been faded out to look realistic. It'll also come with the wheat board red, the Alberta wheat board, and 2 Saskatchewan wheat boards.
Oh, well said on the pronunciation. I'm impressed.
I tried.
It's almost like you're from Canada, eh?
Well, just South Canada.
Right?
Boot and a boot.
Oh gosh, I need to get back up to Portal. I missed listening to the Moose Jaw guys talk. Hey man, we really got to cut that crossing, eh? There's a bunch of semis back there.
I'm surprised Canada doesn't count lorries.
Thank God for that.
As far as you guys were talking about how JR's been to work with, they've been fantastic. I mean, I've known Moose Chuck or Ryan Rasmussen for years. I mean, he and I go back to the MSTS days. And I've been trying to convince them, even before the whole Railroad Mads thing, trying to convince Justin to, hey, why don't we just port stuff together? So they've been fantastic to work with. Great in feedback with our own products, great in feedback with their products, and their products look good. And they've always been looking to innovate, and we've been helping them out. It's been a really beneficial relationship that we have with them. So yeah, look forward to more cars. Once the AC44 is out, I can finally catch a break and start making more stuff, at least until I get the research trip to Calgary done. And then it's grind mode again.
Have we booked a date, or are we still thinking?
Still thinking right now.
Okay. Oh, another train should be coming here soon.
Looks like you got a medium there, Chief. Or is that an advance? I don't know. Canadian signal, sorry.
Close enough. I'll just throttle swipe to 4. Woody and the gang get lost in A-lift. Well, luckily they'll have me with, so hopefully not.
Steam era rolling stock? No. None of us really have a whole lot of interest in it. I mean, it'd be cool, but not into it so much. Yeah, CN would be done. The thing is, right now with the C40-8s, I don't have C40-8s on, so I think we're going to be falling back to SD60s. Yeah, and Smokebox has got everybody covered for like the early Steam era stuff. Yeah, SD60s, 60Ms, stuff like that. Not so sure on the E yet. You guys didn't want the SD60E. We put the poll up and everybody's like, nah, screw that stuff. A caboose with functional brake gauges. Yeah, actually, Matt from JR has a very nice Point St. Charles. Oh, you're gonna be stopping here there, Chief. You got 1.5 miles, or less than 1.5 miles.
Yep.
It brakes pretty good on flat ground, so you don't have to get too aggressive with it.
Well, I'm actually going to go into dynos.
Oh, professional. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got to let these guys... Yeah.
GP40-2s, we're gonna do SD40-2. Somebody had asked about CSX. We've got something in the works with that. Martin Ashwell has joined our team as well, so you might see a return of his YN3.
And now the brake sounds are gone again, they'll actually be able to appreciate it. What is going on? Why am I getting bells?
Oh, you got bells?
Yeah, I heard bells.
Oh, interesting.
Is that something you did, Colin?
Nah, it did it to me too. It's not scripted, so it I don't know what's triggering it there. It is always in the same spot though, so your guess is as good as mine. I haven't done anything super advanced in this scenario. I've got another one I'm doing some fun stuff with.
Yeah, the air brakes are good. Might have to reduce the effectiveness of them on loads.
The air brakes?
Yeah. He also panicked and took like 10 pounds of air.
Well, I haven't had a loaded train yet, so I didn't I didn't know how good they were. Finally, the
now
grain
you get to
train.
see the cylindricals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect timing, Kill. Perfect timing.
If I may, Colin, if you want to put down a bigger track marker for the stop, so you can stop like 400 feet away from it.
Yeah, a CMP like Jonathan Woods put down like a lot of his own markers, and sometimes you can add additional ones on either side of it, but you run the risk if the player runs right up to the signal that the scenario counts as overrunning it. So, you know, I struggle with it on these. Like the routes that G-Trax and Great Northerner have done are perfect. These ones, you kind of working around what they throw at you.
Needs a run on the Stevens Pass. It would be interesting.
Yeah. Well, luckily I'm PTC qualified, so I know how to creep up to reds.
You're doing a heck of a lot better than I did. I'm impressed.
Beep, beep, beep.
Shut up! You guys scream at yours too?
Yes. We have a local that goes down out on a branch line, and we run PTC on the Marshall sub.
You're on PTC out there? On locals?
On track warrant, yeah, on track warrant control territory.
Blech. What's the point of having paper?
Right. So we get the, it is. So we get a warrant on the Marshall sub to the North Y Switch Hanley Falls, and then we get a warrant from track warrant control limits 1.5 Hanley Falls or whatever. And then the Y is all 6.28, but it screams at you to get the Y switch. It's like, oh, switch isn't in correspondence with the warrant. And the problem with that is because you got to go over a bridge to get to it. And you don't want to make the guy walk like 600 feet because like PTC wants you to do. So you're dealing with it screaming at you the whole time. Either that or you stop back and then just log off. PTC won't be equipped on the UP steam locomotives. They got a waiver from the FRA for it.
Oh, what?
You didn't complete it successfully. Good job.
That final stop there, it I don't know. Well, take a look at your task list there. I'll see which one it filled. That's okay.
Yeah.
PTC is positive train control.
Yep.
Basically, a safety overlay that makes sure you don't overrun authority and speed and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And it screams at you all the time.
Oh, your Slack ran in and now you're going 3 over the speed limit? Beep, beep, beep.
Oh. You guys want to see more, or are you done?
I think
Honestly,
they
I'm
want more.
kind of done.
Huh? Got 2 different answers there. More. I'm indifferent. Uno mas. Oh, there's a more. More coal. Alright, fine. Might have to cut this one short. We probably won't get all the way down to the bottom of the hill, but we'll at least get to the top, I think. Yeah, we'll probably make it through the first portal.
Yes, we did. Everything you saw in that last scenario will come with the pack. Well, not come with the pack, you'll have to download them separately, but they'll be required for this. So, in summary, you get Teolis, cylindricals, and intermodal.
And see, now the air brake sounds are not blowing like crazy.
It's a feature, not a bug.
If I did this one, if I remember doing this one, it's 105. 2 by 1 by 1.
So like 5,800 feet.
Our 105s are usually 6,300 feet, which, thanks for reminding me. Now that we're moving and everything's jostling around. Preset counter, thank you.
It'll be at Searchlight simulations only, at least for the time being.
Yep.
We might work something out for Steam, but we don't really have a whole lot of interest in it, to be honest. Put it in these terms. To put something on Steam, Steam takes out a 30% cut, and then Dovetail for some reason thinks that they deserve a additional 30% cut off of your sales. Not many other games I can think of have their workshop set up this, or their Steam pages set up that way. A couple of games I can think of, they usually have the workshop where you can upload completely new stuff and you can sell it, and it's your right to sell it. just the Steam takes the cut. But Dovetail's like, oh, right then, we're just gonna market your product and then take 30% of all cut for marketing it and testing it. And then you see how well their testing comes out when you get products out on Steam that are just awful.
Now you guys can see the distance counter is working.
I am well, lack of the way. Thanks for asking.
Pro tip, locomotive monitor giving you the decimal points is way more accurate in figuring out if you're accelerating or decelerating than this one.
Yes. Before 2020, that's a good one. Yeah. It'll be very soon. It's in beta right now, so we just have scenarios to create and test and then release.
Yep. Testing.
Test.
Yep. Like the banner says, this is a beta, work in progress, everything's subject to change, and it will. How many updates have we had? We've had 2 official patches.
2 or 3 official patches.
Yeah.
Go outside and have a listen to the wheel slip and stuff. No, this is getting FPL.
Oh, you couldn't hear me? The brake linkages work for the independent brakes on the locomotive. Yep, so the cylinders come out, the brake shoes do clamp onto the wheels.
In response to your question earlier, Raptor, if we have any issues that pop up with any of our DLCs, we are very prompt at updating them. I mean, currently we've been slow because we've been developing at the same time, and we've only got seven people on our team. So we do what we can to be prompt.
We try.
Seaport or chassis? Chassis, yes. For the skin of that already, I'd have to create a seaport from scratch. And that takes some time. No, it's not our route to update. We might have somebody do it, but it's not ours. Martin was working on something that his interest level and actually working on it.
route fixes are a real pain in the butt because depending how you do it, you know, if DTG changes anything about the route, it'll re-update and revert back to the original version when Steam auto updates it. So it's, I don't know, it's not something that's easy to do, or you know, has anyone having a lot of appetite to do.
Quick drive consists.
I mean, I could create some. I didn't think of it really.
Yeah, we could set it up with like a few unit trains or something. Pretty simple.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be too difficult. Kevin, you're still awake?
The man's a machine.
He must have like coffee going straight intravenous.
Black tar heroin, the official drug of Searchlight simulations.
No, come on, you gotta do it in this voice.
Black tar heroin, the official drug of Searchlight simulations.
Ow, that hurt. I got a sore throat. Oh, let's open the windows. It's stuffy in here and my conductor's farting up a storm. Come on. Come on. There you go. Now remind me, Anthony, does the wheel slip D-rate work?
Yes. You can actually, when it slips, you can watch the direct electric gauge drop again.
Okay. And propulsion D-rate we can script to scenario to like in the wintertime or extreme heat or something.
Yeah, it'll show. The
Okay.
It'll also, like, if you got an overheat situation,
Yeah.
it'll show on the DID, you know, hot engine, notch 6 limit, or hot engine, no load, stuff like that. It's got all the stuff basically in the GE manual. Basically got every scenario that you can program into it.
Football, there's one in particular. And when you live out of a lunchbox or off of gas station food, it's kind of inevitable. How many pages is the manual?
It's not created yet, so we don't have the final number. It's going to be a lot.
Yep. And again,
As far as like deliveries, yeah, our plan is to sorry, I was reading the comments there. The other skins and other like liveries, they'll all have the specific details. So like the one we have now has got the different step lights. It's got the older, the newer style sand fill hatch. I think this has got the older. You'd have to look outside for me. I think it's got the inside one.
on the back, you mean?
Yeah.
On top.
Nope, it's got the newer one. Okay.
Yep. All right, let's watch
so
my computer
each one
wreck.
will have its specific details.
I can't reach it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that one.
So your dual flags will have the Hi-Ad trucks and all that. It just takes a while. Like the Hi-Ad trucks, especially, they take a long time to make.
I want you guys to notice in this area, logos with dynamic shadows on.
This is basically only for screenshots. Do not run the train like this.
Do not,
You'll be watching
yeah.
a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, yeah.
If you run it on a, like I play around with it on the Siskiyou, like if you run it on a route that's really well optimized or, you know, has limited field of views, it'll actually play okay on night scenarios, but as long as you're not, it's got super dense asset population.
And we only have about, what, 3.5 miles to the top? 3 miles?
Yeah, thanks for checking in. Road number specific weathering and update when the locos are cleaned or repainted.
Do you want it sometime this year?
CP could probably record the 1 or 2 times the locals have been washed in their life as well.
Hey, welcome to the stream. It's actually not an inappropriate time for you to check in either. I just realized the time difference is actually good for you. Everybody in the UK is getting screwed over though. They don't get to see people.
I know. We'll have to do weekend stream when I'm home alone and don't have to be a dad.
It'll be a real railroad simulation, lots of coffee.
12-hour stream. No balls.
No. I would rather go to work at that point.
See,
I like how the brake cylinder climbs to 1 after a while.
it's a good IBB. It's fine.
I like it. That's actually not that far from prototypical.
So yeah, if you're watching the tractive effort gauges and the WS to rate gauge, you can actually see when it's looking pretty good.
Yep. Obviously, alternator volts, your amps, your auxiliary horsepower that's going to like your compressor.
Yeah, compressor, fan, and
Yep.
Blowers for the traction motors.
Yep. Battery volts. This is your wheel slip derate. So if you're running an insane amount of wheel slip, the locomotive will automatically derate. Your total effort, load potential, your max GTO is
That's your inverter.
yeah. Max traction motor, temperature in C, your propulsion derate, like if the motor's hot or cold, miles per hour per traction motor, your tractive effort per traction motor, obviously your road number, your current speed, engine revs, basically everything else is self-explanatory, but some guys who've never seen one of these screens before, that's what all that is. A lot of good information on there.
Oh yeah, the air repeater stuff. Yeah, that's old school. Yeah, CN's doing that. It's hilarious. I mean, they were doing that in the 70s.
Wait, they really brought that back? I thought that was a joke.
No, they actually brought it back.
Are you kidding? I'm gonna have to call up to a couple buddies up in the Duluth area and give them some crap.
I was just talking with Lorbach the other day.
I'm sure sure it's part of precision scheduled railroading and they're trying to run 250-car trains or they need to distribute more air or something. With less locals, of course.
Yeah. How's Will
That's
doing?
exactly what it is. He's doing well. He's actually writing a book on the history of basically air brake and train handling. Talking about like the changes that the different control valves have brought, like on cars, and then like the different air brake systems on locomotives, air schedules.
That's crazy.
He's asking me for some flow control stuff.
Really?
Because he was talking about, he's like, they don't teach that stuff anymore. Nobody's teaching it.
No, they don't. They teach you how to run a train. A monkey could run a train.
Yeah.
You got to know how to stop. More features.
All the different factors that change how a train runs. Yeah, the sun visors make a sound too when you operate them. And then if you go to the conductor side, look up and you can see that the conductor side speedometer works too.
That's how it's supposed to look. There's another locomotive on the market that looks incorrect. That'd be wicked if this stuff worked, but we've already done way too much. What's that?
The dimming in the odometer, the distance
Yeah.
counter.
Yeah. Does this? Oh, it does. I'm not gonna touch it.
Do it.
No. Oh, didn't change the channel.
Dispatcher's been trying to get a hold of you for a while now.
Oh well. 81.
RTC.
Darn bumps.
They don't even, Dovetail doesn't even add working windows or doors. They'll do it to the UK stuff, but not ours. Sounds like you got the fan going full rip.
It is going full rip.
Doghouse.
The wife says hi.
Hello.
Anthony says hello.
One thing that gets me
Ew.
on this route.
Ew, I hear a DTG.
Vacuum cleaner special.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut it short here in about 20 minutes.
Oh, I was hoping you'd do it. Oh shit, bad taste. Sorry.
Do a what?
Nothing. Never mind.
Oh. Yeah, now she let the cats in. Hey. Come here. You might as well. Yeah, I can. Now
No,
she took
they
him
don't
away.
make U.S. stuff anymore because they don't have anybody that's capable.
Anthony.
I got informed that they contacted, because they do everything in their power to avoid contacting me. So they contacted our partners at JR for some sound or something, and they told them no. Sounds like the fan dropped to half speed again.
Oh, now I got that picture stuck in my head. Yeah, sorry, they're all the same.
That's okay. 75% of the train would be in them anyway, so it's not that far out.
Yeah.
No, there's no licensing issues with Green Card.
Nope. Might have to take down my chat because I still don't have the lagging procedure memorized. Oh. I just gotta find it again.
I've got it. I already saw the flag.
I already got it.
Okay. So I won't include the whole thing. I was thinking of just including the last
Page 4. Yeah.
I don't want to step on any toes.
Probably not, because everything posted on the site is now watermarked confidential. So
Yeah, I'll ask Adam if it's okay if I include page 4 in there.
is he okay the inclusion of the timetables?
I'll ask that too. I don't think I was going to include the full timetable.
Just what we needed, basically.
Right. Basically, what I needed it for is for the scenario creation, just to make sure we've got procedures and stuff. Is licensing easy for us? Well, you don't gain anything by not asking. So, Bear here put us in connection with the right people, and we asked, and they were more than willing to help us out. They've been very, very, very friendly. I would say the Canadians have the Minnesotans beat on friendliness.
Well, I'd say it's a toss-up. It's close.
We still have the Minnesota goodbye.
60 bat. I'll send a link in chat. There's a lot of differences in the production rate.
Okay, 15 already there. Minimum at 123.5. So is that doing there?
Hard parking like a car show.
Oh, I changed the time of day. I didn't change everything else.
Oh, so its start time might not have hit.
Oh.
These
I
would be
don't
the
think-
85, 8600s.
Partridge might be a... Yeah, oh, no, Partridge will be okay.
Because they're business partners with us, it carries over. Jesus, Kevin.
Is he still awake?
Oh, I'm sorry, not the 8500s, 8600s.
If you guys wonder what I'm looking at. Legit.
White screen.
Oh, you can't read it? Yeah. It's an actual train handling procedure from CP for this particular section of track. And I'm already screwing it up.
Hey, look,
Oh, well.
it's banned.
Did we just ban somebody?
Yes. Justin, I can't touch a hymen.
Ah. You'll have to tell me later what he said.
But he's like, I can't wait to see the Russians pirate it.
The anger flows.
Yeah. Salty because he can't make anything that works in a game. I have to pay other people to make models for me.
All right, Anthony, relax.
I have to use my social security money or my disability to pay for models. Oh, we've done that before. It's hilarious. Anyways, back on track here. We do have means for anti-piracy, and I'm not going to tell you how it works.
But it works.
That would give away all the fun.
It would be.
I got 10 minutes.
Oh boy.
Might get to Partridge and stop.
That's okay. It's a challenging stop, so it'll be fun to watch.
Popcorn emoji intensifies.
There's my minimum.
Oh, you took more than a minimum.
I did? Oh no.
Yeah, maybe we got to make the keyboard inputs a little bit slower for that.
I did turn them down.
Was that in 1.2 or?
Yeah.
Well, this will be interesting then.
Just give it a tap.
There it is. Go back to pulling on him. Yep. Not exceeding 15. Here. Use dynamic throttle to require maximum speed of 12 at the crossing, which is right up here.
I think they let you use more than throttle 4 too.
Yes, and mountain grades they do. It's kind of like being on the midway.
Yep.
Yeah. All the rules go out the window on the midway.
They do.
Just get it down.
10,000 foot train with it. Yeah. Not on the Canadian mountain passes,
No.
but if you have other routes that you could run, like the 199, 198, yeah, probably.
What's your FPS out there, Bear?
16 right now. But I've got DTG stuff on tile, so.
Well,
Yeah.
it actually
looks
looks
a lot smoother than 16 too.
Oh, really?
Jigs.
That was pretty damn good. Yep, the crossing's right up here that I'm waiting for, so. And after the crossing, it
actually seems to level out after the crossing, and then it goes downhill past that lake.
Oh yeah, it does. Yep. Checking the temps on my motherboard. Gradually allow speed to increase to 20.
Yeah, the CROR will help you run the scenarios more prototypically.
Yep.
Of course, the manual that comes with the engine will help you diagnose problems you might have and other stuff like that. It won't have like super operating procedures, but we're looking to include this page for the lag and sub so you know how to come down the hill safely.
And it actually works quite well. As stated, this is 105 loads of grain, probably around 13,500 tons, 750 tons.
For a Dash 9. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of differences between the two. Enough to make Kevin cringe. But, yeah, in the future, it's definitely possible. You've got the basis for it.
Mhm. The base model's basically the same, albeit there's a few detail changes, performance
And when
changes. Huh?
Yeah, when talking about 3D modeling, those small detail changes mean
Yeah.
remapping stuff and baking and all that stuff.
So it adds up. And the performance changes, so scripting's got to change. Sounds have got to change. It becomes quite a bit of work.
Yeah, I did have some Evo recordings. Evos would be nice. But we'd like to get all the AC44s possible first.
Yeah, walk before you run.
My son's learning that right now.
Some CP one or some of the CEFX ones are spec to UP. So we'd like to do both. Unfortunately, right now, CIT Financial doesn't like to answer minnows for licensing, so we're looking at a way around it. So it's still planned. It's just we've got to figure out a way around the running into licensing issues.
Yep. Guys, I'm gonna have to end it. I'll stop here at the signal, and that'll just be it for tonight. Guys, there will be streams in the future. Again, this is a work in progress. Things are gonna change. It's coming. It's really close, guys. This is beta version 1.2, 1.3, whatever we're gonna call it, but it's coming. So. What else do you have to say, Anthony? Colin?
It's worth the wait.
Yeah.
It's absolutely worth the wait. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, what I've showed you guys is just scratching the surface. This thing is chock full of anything and everything you would want to model or simulate with scenarios and stuff like that. Like, I didn't even show you how the start station worked. I didn't do a cold start. I just hopped in and went. See, I'm getting tired.
Yeah, if you guys have all been sitting on your seats here, waiting for it. So, if we do a Steam version, the jointed rail cars will not be included due to a licensing agreement. We have jointed rail, and the fact that I don't know. I don't want to do anything with Steam at all. But yeah, in the future, very near future here, it'll be coming out. I mean, we've just got the scenario creation and testing at this point.
Yep. Reverser's out. I'm done. Dead on hours.
Good man. Good stream.
All right. Well, I'm glad you guys had fun. I'm glad we had fun. And we'll announce another stream here in the near future. And just keeping tabs on us. So we got to get going. I got to get going. I'll see you guys later. See you, Anthony. Colin.
Have a good night.